Hey y'all, hey. Happy 2026. It's my first, well, my second, really my first 2026 live, you know what I'm saying? Cuz bringing in 2026, that was just my little party with y'all live. But if I didn't get to see y'all that night, happy 2026 everybody. It's nice to see that we made it through and we are here, okay? And I love seeing y'all, okay? Hey, just Missy, what's going on? Thank you for becoming a member, okay? Hey, Barbie sis, what's going on? Honey 5K, what it do? Bookie, hey girl, hey. Hey, Anika, happy New Year's, boo. What up, Sagittarius? Happy 2026. Latasha Jackson, happy 2026. Hey, TT girl, happy 2026. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, research, education, um, and educational purposes. Let me say that. I always mess that up. Hey, Diamond Sunshine, what's going on? Happy New Year's to you, Waverly. Happy Sunshine. Look, happy Sunshine, girl. Looking at Diamond. I'm sorry. Happy New Year's. Hug my sassy girl for me for the 2026 Waverly over there on the Twitchy Twitch, okay? Hey, Samar, what's going on? Happy 2026. Lily Jean, what's going on over there on the good Twitch? Thank you. Happy 2026 to you, Time Warp. I see you. Happy 2026, sis, okay? Hey, Sunday, what's going on? Happy 2026, girl. Hey. Tracy Ann, happy 2026. She said, I made it. Amen. Amen to that. Hey, Stephanie, what's going on? Happy 2026. SPHJ, happy 2026. Man, it was so good just to see y'all bring it in with me and stuff like that. Again, it wasn't about partying. It was, we made it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people has been sick last year and stuff like that, and they made it. They made it. We lost loved ones along the way. It was just a lot going on last year, but we made it. And that's all I could ask God for, is let everybody make it through to see a new year open up new doors, new chapters, and new beginnings. That's it. Hey, Dale. Happy 2026. My Juju on the beat. Happy 2026, sister. So it's good to see y'all. Unfortunately, ending 2025, a lot of people didn't get to think about bringing 2026 in on a good note. Hey, Kathy, what's going on? Happy 2026. A lot of families bought it in with grief. Hey, Passion, happy 2026, sister. A lot of families bought it in with grief, confusion, sorrow, alone. And I want this family to know they're not alone. All the families to know in 2025 that they're not alone. And I hope they get the justice they deserve for their children. Hey, Tammy C, happy 2026. And their answers, their questions answered. We seen so much happen last year that we don't want to see happen this year, but it closed off again. So sad, so sad. So for those families that lost loved ones, and this baby, she passed away a couple of days before Christmas, just a few days before Christmas. Her life was brutally taken. And I just wanted to know, why was she their target? Why was she their target? And these was kids that did this. We're watching now where the adults are taking the lives of the infants, and the teens are taking the lives of teens at an all-time high. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. And I do got a YouTube Go, you guys. It starts at 99 cents. It's an incentive given to content creators, all content creators, not just me. But it's an incentive given to us by YouTube to make money, because they take our money. Okay? Trust. Start a channel and you'll see. They take our money. So they started us with a YouTube incentive. And it starts at 99 cents. Okay? She said, and it was her birthday, right? I may be wrong. We're going to get into that, SP, because I don't know. And stuff. I think this happened to her on the 21st or the 22nd, allegedly, I think, you know. But this is not the gift that they wanted. This is not even a gift. The Christmas is supposed to be happy, where, even though some don't celebrate man-made holidays, but they do spend it with family. That's what this is supposed to be. The end of the year, we want to spend it with our children, our family. We want to hug our kids. We want to see them open gifts and things that we didn't get to get. We want to give it to our children and provide this for them. But let's get into it. North Carolina girl, 13, pow and killed allegedly by a group of boys she didn't even know. 3 teenage suspects, 2 16-year-old boys, and a 15-year-old boy have since been arrested and charged with first-degree murder and felony conspiracy. Police said, how do y'all think this should be handled? Because me, personally, now, in the 2026, and for the parents of the boys, I want them to be charged as adults. It's got to be consequences. We can't have slap on the wrist, because it's going to continue to send that message that it's okay for them to take lives. If it's the ultimate sentence, it just is what it is. Because y'all get to see your children. This girl's mother doesn't. Her sister, whose arm she died in and took her last breath in, they don't get to see her walk in the door, laugh with them anymore, tell jokes, walk anymore to school, to the store, or wherever it may be that they done any activity as a family. They don't get to anymore. And I'm so tired of us looking at them. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Wookie. Thank you, Mai. I don't want it to send the message that this can continue to happen without severe consequences. Let's get into it. And shout out to my girl Shanitra Speaks for bringing this and allowing me to use her content. Thank you so much, Shanitra. You've been a blessing to me all 2025 and starting 2026. So I thank you for the content. If y'all don't mind dropping her link for me. Hold on, y'all.
Scared myself because I hate to have to see her like that, and it was like all on my hands. I didn't want to wipe it off.
I just found out one of them teenagers was my son, man.
That's the father of one of the boys that took the 13-year-old life. He definitely had came out and spoke out and said that, and Mocha Marley, happy 2026, sister, love you. This dad cried on live. He said the mom took the boy from him and he was doing good. Yes, he kind of foreseen this with the son gonna be in trouble and doing things that he had no business doing, just being out of control. And I agree with the father that, and this is where it comes with the justice system, y'all, where we gotta get the justice system together. Yes, as a mother, we do look like we can sometimes raise the kids. It's best for the kids to be with the mother, but it's not the case all the time. It's not the case. We see these mothers have left their babies with men they only known for 30 days to come back home an hour later to their kids are no longer here. Or they're leaving their children with men who is SAing their children. Versus, where's the father? And we can say a lot about the father, but we can't because we're on the outside looking in. That's where I was saying I don't want to judge too much. Because I've been in the court system. I watch my baby daddy and I still, you know what I'm saying? That's my baby's father. My 2 kids. I watched him lie on me many a times. And couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe some of the things that would come out of his mouth and just be like, and I held that against him for years. When I moved on, I was like, I hate him. Because people can be manipulative. He apologized, but it still didn't take the fact that all those years you were going there and just be lying and they would believe you. And it took some of my rights away. Only to bring the kids right to me on the weekends when I wanted them. Or when my kids wanted to come. Whether it was a weekend or a weekday. Even to the point where he said, Yeah, she wants to come and live with you. Is that okay? Yeah. I got my youngest daughter back first from him. Then I got my son. He wanted to come and live with me. But all of them lies, you made them people like think that I just wasn't a good like, you know what I'm saying? And the apology accepted, but I just still never understood. But I watched how they would take his word over mine based off of my history. I could go in there and be honest as possible with them. Yes, I'm a user. I abuse cocaine, but I love my children. Has it been times I've been homeless? Absolutely. Has it been times this? Absolutely. They're not studying your record today. I don't care how much of a good job that father had. Our past will forever ride with us when it comes to a fucked up judicial system. Messed up. Sorry, y'all. Messed up judicial system. But let's get into it. She said this is heartbreaking and just a senseless killing. She was a baby and had her whole life ahead of her. Somebody else said, I went to school with her and I didn't really know her, but I knew she was so sweet and she always had a smile on her beautiful face. But she's gained beautiful wings and she is now better in heaven with God and she's one of God's greatest angels. She was so sweet, like I said. I didn't really know her, but I just hope that sweet girl rests in peace.
That's why I was trying to figure out who the
Merry Christmas. Yeah. Yeah.
It was December the 21st, 2025, just 4 days before Christmas, and 13-year-old Jaleeyah Toon should have been looking forward to the holiday. Christmas time already carried special meaning for her family. Although Jaleeyah was born in August, she didn't come home from the hospital until Christmas Eve. Because of that, her family has always described her as their Christmas miracle. Knowing that she was murdered just days before Christmas makes it even harder to process for her family. Jaleeyah lived at home with her mother, who was raising four children in the household that was getting ready for the holidays, like so many others. And according to the people who loved her most, this is something they never could have imagined happening to her. Jaleeyah was a typical teenager. She loved dancing, making TikToks, eating out, and simply being around people. Family and friends says she had a way of making everyone laugh and bringing joy into a room without even trying. Now, on the day that Jaleeyah and her sister were walking back after getting food. It should have been routine, a normal trip, something they likely had done before without giving it a second thought. But this time, according to investigators, three teenagers were nearby waiting. And as Jaleeyah and her sister made their way back, police say the teenagers suddenly emerged and carried out what has been described as a planned deadly ambush.
Ain't that crazy? At the age of 15 and 16, that's what our teenagers are thinking now. Premeditating murder. Hey, intentionally, thank you. Happy New Year's to you. Happy 2026. May it be blessed and prosperous, all of y'all. SP said, when I took custody of my niece, they wanted me to incriminate her dad. I wouldn't because he's the one who saved her from my sister at that time, okay? And now you see what I'm saying, SP. That's how manipulative. That's why I say CPS sometimes is just as worse as where the kids are. The judicial system isn't even to protect our children. You get what I'm saying? Because this father said that now I want to know what prior trouble had he been into and stuff. When I heard from the father, I want to know what prior trouble and things had the son been into for him to be like, he's been getting in trouble. I try to save him. I wanted him heard. So sad you can't even walk to the store. Girl. Hey, Demetrius, happy 2026 to you. Thank you, Time War. Thank you, sister. I appreciate that. It said, I love you, Jaleeyah. Tune, aka Lily, Queen Lily, Jaleeyah's mom. Man. So, when she was born, they didn't get to bring her home until Christmas Eve. So it was always sentimental and special to them. Who could imagine losing your baby 4 days before Christmas. 4 days before Christmas, because she's walking home from getting something to eat with her sister. They're minding their business, doing what they supposed to do. And they planned this crime. Why them? Why Jaleeyah? Why this young lady? Why this 13-year-old baby had to lose her life? That's my thing. Why did they target her?
What happened next would end up taking Jaleeyah's life. Listen to how her sister describes what happened during those moments on the walk back.
Was killed just after 4:30 Sunday afternoon in the 200 block of Alpha Court.
I held her in her last moments.
Jaleeyah's 14-year-old sister, Jaleeyah, held her as she took her final breath. She told me they walked with friends to get something to eat. On the way home, she says a group of boys that she didn't know jumped out the bushes and started shooting. She frantically turned around, looking for her sister, and that's when she saw Jaleeyah had been shot.
She looked so scared. Like, I was scared myself because I hate to have to see her like that. And it was like all on my hands. I didn't want to wipe it off because it's like I still felt her presence. And I still felt that she was with me.
The baby said she didn't want to wipe off her sister's blood. Her 13-year-old sister died in her arms. That's going to be forever fetched in her mind in December. Every December for the rest of her life. That's going to be her memory. Not opening gifts with her sisters. Not looking at the presents, wondering what's under the tree for her. Not the family coming around hugging, loving, kissing and stuff and saying we love you. You know what I'm saying? Merry Christmas, nothing. Happy New Year's, Leslie. She said she didn't even want to wipe the baby's blood off of her because she could feel her presence. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I couldn't take it. And I'm grown. Love you, Lizzie. Happy New Year's, baby. Tell Giant I said Happy New Year's. Love you, Pooh. The system would definitely play you against your own. Imagine your sister dying in your arms. Because some young boys decided today they want to take a life. It could have been anybody. But it was Lily. Hey, Evelyn. Happy New Year, see love.
Loved ones affectionately called Jaleeyah Lily, telling me she was your average 7th grader who had a big personality. Jaleeyah today wearing her sister's favorite hoodie because she says it's the closest they'll ever be to one another.
She didn't deserve this at all.
Thank you, Evelyn.
People are very cruel because now I have to live on without my sister.
Now, Jaleeyah's mom was also present at the crime scene after being notified that her daughter had been murdered.
Whitney Toon stood behind crime scene tape Sunday night as police investigated her daughter's death.
She was a good kid. She didn't deserve this. She was born 3 months early. She was 2 pounds, 5 ounces. And she came home 2012, right before Christmas. And then she left right before Christmas.
Planning her daughter's funeral was not how Whitney Brown Toon expected to spend the week of Christmas. Overwhelmed with grief, the mother of 4 spoke with me about her 13-year-old daughter, Jaleeyah.
She's a helper. She's friendly, smart, bubbly. Just had this personality that, it's going to be hard. We're not going to get back.
Now, of course, there was concern for her big sister, who was only 1 year older than her. She was there when the tragedy unfolded, and you also heard from her in the news clip. There were some comments, and one said her big sister is going to be forever changed. All for what? A child is gone, and a mother will never be the same. She will remember this for her entire life, this poor family. Yeah. Christmas will forever be a sad memory. Someone went on to say that this was just so senseless. Rest in peace, baby girl. I hope the family gets their justice. Now, there was 3 arrests that would be made in this.
Police said officers charged a 15-year-old and 2 16-year-olds with first-degree murder and conspiracy. They wouldn't share the
It said just so senseless. Babies shouldn't be scared to walk in their own neighborhoods, and babies should definitely not have to hold their sister as they take their last breath. I hope this family gets the support and help that they need to deal with this. Hey Valerie, Happy New Year's. Tunisha, I seen you come in. Happy New Year's to you guys. Hey Goddess, Happy New Year, sis. It's never gonna be the same for them. And now the memory of her being born early and being 2 pounds and they get to bring her home. Yeah, I know ain't nothing like bringing your bundle of joy home, but when they have to stay in the NICU, it just tears you apart. And God said, nah, we're going to let her come home Christmas Eve in 2012, only for her to be taken out of this world December 21st, 2025. Now, we see this mother mourning. I want to see what the other mother is doing because the father said that you accepted this type of behavior, that you was down with your son's reckless behavior. And I believe him because that's as real as you can get when your mind is swirling when you find out that your child is the one that took a life. Ain't that sad? It is, Valerie. Ain't that sad? Where's she at? Let her speak out. We want to hear from her. And why she was okay with not letting the father raise his son to be a better man.
Their names because they're under 18. Under state law, a 16-year-old accused of murder is initially charged as an adult. Court documents identify the 16-year-old suspects as Jaleeyah Smith and Josh Jordan. Police wouldn't share any further information about the shooting, including how the suspects may have known the victim in this case, if at all, any motive, and what led up to this shooting. They did say that Toon is the second homicide victim under the age of 18 this year. In a statement, police said, quote, incidents involving young people have a profound impact on families in the community. The Goldsboro Police Department remains committed to accountability, prevention, and working closely with families, schools, and community partners.
We can't turn a blind eye and hope this, and wish it away.
Mark Colebrook is a mentor here in Goldsboro. And while homicides are down in the city, he says it takes a village to raise and protect young people.
Instead of saying them.
Now, one of the alleged suspects, his alleged father, would come forward and speak publicly. And what stood out to many people was not just that he spoke, but what he said. According to him, it was no surprise that his son was involved. In fact, he acknowledged that his son had been going down the wrong path, and he said he had tried to steer him in a different direction.
He said, hold on, y'all, let me take it back because I just want to read what the dad said. He said, see, this is what I'm saying. This is my son who ran away from me for being too strict, to go back to his mama just so he can be in them streets. He has a pal, and you don't think she knows he has one or even cares that he's throwing his life away. If my son goes down for something, I'm going to try my best to get her locked down for the same. That's how I know he's standing on 10. And we don't give our black fathers enough credit. See, I seen a lot of comments, well, why didn't he do this? And why wasn't he there presently? And why didn't he do that? It's only so much you can do. I was a runaway. Hey, Lisa, Happy New Year's. Hey, Vibrant, Happy 2026, sis. He said he wants her to get locked down the same way. Because he was trying to teach his son, it's not the way, son. He even said that he knew once he realized his son had that pal that one or two things was going to happen to his child. He was trying, but the mother wasn't able. He said, I'm going to try my best to get her locked down for the same. Shout out to this father. Shout out to this father for being a stand-up black father. He ran away only for her, instead of saying, I found him, I got him and stuff. Let's give him a second to get his thoughts together. She got him and acting like he's just missing, because she's condoning his behavior. Hey, Erica, Happy New Year, sis. She's condoning it, y'all. She's saying, hey, son, yeah, she want to be down too, like Brandy. And you can tell how she was in the pictures. She's just a friendly bitch other than being a mother. You can tell. And this is what we up against, y'all. This is what we up against. This is what our black men who for the ladies in the chat and all around the world that have sons, unless he really ain't shit as a father, we have to put our emotions to the side. And the shit we went through with him ain't got shit to do with parenting. Now, unless he's just a dog, dirty ass man, then okay, we'll go from there. But if a black man wants to raise his son, allow that black man to raise his son, because one thing for certain, two things for sure, we can raise our children, but it's hard raising a black man the right way. It's hard. Hey, baby. Okay, be careful. It's hard, y'all. Hey, Cap sis, happy 2026. But we always got something to say about our black men. We don't give them enough credit for shit. We don't stand with our black men when they speaking out. Nothing. And I seen it with the comments. I said, he can't get a break for shit. It's why a man won't feel like shit. The same way we can let a man get in our ear and make us not feel like shit off of words, a man feels the same way. Miss Kim said, Mama Kim, hey sis, happy 2026. She said, hey, Miss Park, I just finished listening to this. I love the father. He said the only reason the mom let him get his son is because they were going to arrest her. She moved and had him to run. Absolutely. Now your son that you so wanted to be friends with might get the death penalty. You're never going to see your son again. And when you do, it's behind a glass wall. You'll never get to touch him or anything. The same son that you raised to be this way, that you kept okaying, check marking everything negative that he was displaying in the world. You check marked it. You X'd all the right stuff and check marked all the wrong shit.
In a different direction. Months before the tragedy unfolded, he said that his son had come to live with him, but he left because he wanted to run away and be involved in the streets. And he also said that his mother is to blame because she allowed for him to be out in the streets. Now, keep in mind, none of this information has been verified from authorities. This is all coming from his alleged father in regards to.
Let me read what he just wrote, y'all.
From authorities. This is
he
all.
Said, dang, I missed it. Sorry, y'all. He said, for those that just don't understand, some boys just don't want to leave their environment. When you have a father saying one thing and a mother who the boy is attached to saying something else, coddling, not willing to give that tough love, the mama's boy will choose the mama. Some women need to fight against their mothering nature to put their kids on the right path, especially when they are of certain age. This goes for single mothers, wives in two parenting homes. Daughters and sons need that. Man, I love this man. This man deserves, thank you, Valerie, thank you. This man deserves the same sympathy because he lost his child too. He losing his son a couple of times. It don't have to be the death. But when the mama planned for the little boy to run away from him, as a parent, when you fight against, we're not supposed to fight each other when we got kids growing up in this sick ass world. We don't. This is not the time to not be able to cope and co-parent. And respecting that over here, these are the rules I have set. I have curfews. He has to go to school. I do family outings with him. And I'm not saying you can afford the lifestyle I can provide over here as far as that family outings and being able to take him and doing things, making sure he's got the proper clothing and stuff like that. But I'm just letting you know, communication wise, this is how it goes over here. He can't go hang with his friends. Not those friends. I'm going to try to get him into some sports, something. But see, when the mamas got attitudes like that, they fighting their own trauma and shit. She ain't productive. She ain't shit. So how would she know how to upbring him in a productive environment? Because when I seen a picture of her where he throwing up gang signs and shit, I knew then she wasn't shit. I don't know the signs. I don't need my kids throwing up a damn thing with their fingers if they not speaking sign language. She said the father also said he had to jump on him because his son's ways. The man said he had finally got him back to school and was doing good. That's what he said. But see, where her environment wasn't stable and good, she was against it, y'all. That be that bitter shit. Seeing him being able to provide something we just can't, and it's okay that we can't provide like my baby daddy can provide better than me. We got to start letting that shit go. And some women hold on to the fact that he's moved on and he's happy. We have to check ourselves. Maybe we was just too toxic together. It might not have been him all the time. It could be me. It could have been him. But what's our problem with where's our elevation? You get what I'm saying? Where's our elevation? Where's our happiness? See, I mean, the men that you fuck with, you never allowed a good man to come in there. Your house was like a revolving door. It was all kind of men that came in, and none of them was shit. Cause even a stepdaddy to a man, any kind of man to come and lay up with you, he ain't gonna want that shit around him either. Cause trust me, I be having shit to say. Your son got what? He's a drug dealer. Oh, Cause why be with somebody that allow their children to sell dope? Hell, if I want to be a dope dealer, I go and deal myself if I want to be around that type of shit or be in that type of environment. Valerie said, facts, learn to co-parent, who not want their child to be in a good space mentally. Thank you, Capricorn, for that gifted membership. Thank you, whoever got that green jacket. Please tell Capricorn, thank you. Stephanie said, everybody's not meant to be. And it's not, and it's okay, Steph. You get what I'm saying? You thinking about letting the kids do whatever, that's good parenting. Because somebody's got rules and regulations in their home. They want their home to run a certain way. He don't want to live that way anymore. He lived that lifestyle. He want to change. He want peace. I have 5 boys. They're all grown. The oldest is 34 and the youngest is 25. And I'm married. My husband was incarcerated for 8 years. I took my children to see him every visit I could. Okay, Giselle? And that's a good learning lesson because I see people all the time. I wouldn't take my kids. I am. The same way my kids was on that crack journey I was on. It was cocaine, but it's all the same, y'all. The same drug journey I was on, my kids had to witness it and endure it. So I talk to them about it all the time so they won't go down that road. Thank you, Sissy, for being a member for 6 months. I love you too. Hey Betty, what's going on, sister?
Is to blame. because she allowed for him to be out in the streets. Now, keep in mind, none of this information has been verified from authorities. This is all coming from his alleged father in regards to how he feels his son became involved in this situation. He also offered his condolences to the victim's family and said the focus shouldn't be on him right now because his situation is nothing compared to what the victim's family is going through. Now, some of social media comments understood, and one user said, as a mother, if my son isn't doing right in the household with me and I know his daddy can gain control over him, to his daddy he will go. There shouldn't have to be court documents in order for a child to live in a household with a parent who can give proper structure. This is heartbreaking. That is in regards to the allegations you're going to hear him make in the video, saying that his child's mother, that she wouldn't allow the son to stay with.
He said these little niggas definitely ruined our baby's Christmas. Shit, they ruined their innocence, their happiness. This shit ain't fair. Having to see my husband and children and all our family in shambles is so heartbreaking. But I bet that mama ain't put out a condolence. I bet that mama, I told y'all her in them pictures wanting to be a friend, wanting to be the I don't, what's it called? What's the word for it? But you really wasn't shit. It shows. She said, but I can tell you that when I went to visit him, he was on their heads, and they also had my father, their uncles, my brothers, when they got in trouble. But you bet, you heard me, Giselle, and I commend you. I commend you. You got to run your house as you see fit, for it to run accordingly and as peaceful as possible. So I'm not mad at you for that. I have 3 grown sons, 38, 33, and 32. When they were little, I took them to the police station to keep them for an hour just to make sure it scared them enough to do right. And it worked. I had no problems. Okay, Mama Kim? If that's what it takes. If that's what it takes. As mothers do what y'all got to do, I'll get your ass put in a group home. Then you can go. And you're going to be on an even more stricter rule. You know, it's going to be stricter in that house. You got to share a room with about 10 to 15 other people. Y'all got to share a shower. Water might not even be hot for you. And your meals are spread it out so far I won't be able to go and get a snack and do all this other stuff. Get what I'm saying? You can't go outside when you want to and breathe fresh air. Everything is controlled. Now, you make up your mind what direction we need to go in today. And that's that. She said it was very hard raising all boys, but that's why I had my father, brother, and their uncles on their head. Absolutely, Giselle. That's why I was saying about her. It's hard raising a boy. The same way for a man raising a daughter. Y'all know we as mothers with our daughters got to have those uncomfortable conversations about their menstruals, pregnancy, sex, shit we don't really want to talk about. Shit, we debating on what age now do we want to talk to them about. Because of the sick ass world, the manipulative young men out there. Shit we just don't want to talk about. Drugs. Being around the wrong people. Not making yourself feel like you better than anybody, but just knowing to use your head. You know what I'm saying? Make good decisions. Trusting. And that's just with girls. Boys are totally different. Men don't think like women. We are sensitive. She said when it's time for him to go to court and they give him that time, that will be her confirmation that she failed if she doesn't know it already. Mm-hmm.
Him because he kept running away from his house. There was also another comment that said it takes 2 to make them and it takes 2 to raise them. When you divide a household, the children become vulnerable to all kinds of things. Let's think about how our children are affected by our choices. Now, keep in mind, the mother at this point has not publicly spoken out against any of the claims that he is making. So I'm going to play the balloon release that the victim, her family came together, and her father spoke at the balloon release.
But this is what the uncle said, Toon. He said, Lily, baby. And I get that. Let me go back to the comment made before. We do got to think about our choices that we make. But sometimes in life, if I'm toxic for him and I leave, I got to talk to my kids about this. We got to have a conversation. Then I don't have to put down everything that's said and build up hate in our kids, because we got to think about the conversations we do have about with our kids about things that happen in our relationship. I don't want my son ready to do something to his father. You know what I'm saying? Because I got a daddy's boy and I got a daddy's girl. Me, Osni is very much so a daddy's girl. To where I gotta watch how I present things to her, because she really gets upset. And it fucks up our relationship. You know, so I had to be mindful of how I was putting things on the table and what I was saying. Hey Kiki, what's going on? What's going on, sis? Happy 2026. Brian, happy 2026. Thank you. She said I put my boy in all kind of programs to keep them off the streets. Back then they had Big Brother group and the boys and girls clubs and sports. Hey Kiki Boo, what's going on, Bookie Boo? Happy 2026. She said, screw talking about you can't chest as yours. I did it every time with these hands. It was better meet me in the streets. Okay, Giselle. She said, I have two sons, age 43 and 45. I was a single parent, one son father signed his rights away and the other left me for a man. But I tell you what, I was in that ass and hard as these streets. Okay, intentionally, because sometimes we can't say, the choices we make. Sometimes choices, life's for us. So that's why I said I agree with that comment, but then again, I don't. It's always two sides to things. And some men ain't shit. They walk away from their responsibilities. Like intentionally just said. And it puts us in a bind to raise our kids. Now we have to do what we have to do for both the daughters and the sons. To the best of our abilities. You're actually taking out of the house. My mother them took out of their home the care of my other sister, something I didn't think about then. Neglecting the care of them because I was being reckless. Running away all in other states at 15. So, she said, that's true, Miss Parker. She said, just because the mother and the father separated doesn't mean he left his children. Absolutely. I sent my baby son to boot camp. He cried every day for almost a year. Now he's a great father to his 3 kids. He doesn't play with his son. Okay, Leslie. And that's that on that. We don't ask to be single parents. Nobody woke up to say, I'm going to have a house full of kids. I don't need a nigga in here. I don't want a man in here to help me. But shit happens. We all ain't giving the silver platter with, having a good father to co-parent with us. Or understanding and stuff when we separate. I wished we could do that. But that's not even realistic. Hey Candy, happy 2026, sister. Intentionally said, but when my oldest graduated, I set him up with his apartment. Then my youngest moves in when he graduated, but I was still on them and still be with them. Okay, intentionally, period. When my oldest son was 13, I put him in the Skirt Straight program. After he stayed out all night, I had to file a missing person report. Been straight ever since. Is now 36. Okay, period. Those are the tough choices as a parent. But I know my mother said she knew I was alive. She knew she wasn't going to find me in a ditch. Dead. Because I was angry at her. But as I got older, I understood. And I respect the choice she made for me. He said, Lily, baby, Uncle Way loves you so much. Baby, my world is broken. Baby girl, just the pain and feeling of not hearing your voice and seeing you running up to me when you see me and hugging me saying, hey, Uncle Way, I love you. I'm so angry and hurt right now. I don't want to talk or see anyone. I believe in God and love our Lord Jesus. I'm asking everyone who prays, please keep my family in your prayers. This is for the Toon family and the Johnson family. She was only 13. Her mom and dad shouldn't have to be dealing with this heartache of losing their child, and my baby didn't deserve this. Losing her to a senseless pow violence hurts me in a way that I can't even explain. If you had the chance to know Lily, she was so precious and full of life. I'm just so hurt and typing this and still coming to terms to what has happened to my little baby niece. And on this day, a part of my heart has been taken. I pray for justice for my baby, and please keep our family in prayers. Mama Kim said, when a single parent, I didn't bring me into my home at all. I did all my dirt outside. And to my boys, I used to work, but doing my own thing. I came home like nothing happened. Candy said, my sister has 5 boys and she's doing a damn good job, and the fathers are not in their lives. But my brothers all have stepped up to help for real. That's what's up. I always work in mental health drug treatment centers. I made sure they saw the real. Let's go. I'm so proud of y'all in the chat. I love this.
Immediately after that, we'll get into the video from the suspect's alleged father. Listen to this.
I appreciate all y'all. Like, we all family, all y'all my blood, every last one of y'all. I know every last one of you, my baby love every last one of you. You feel me? So we just gonna keep it going. Like, it's all love. She up there thugging. You feel me? Flying, you know what I'm saying? Real frontline soldier. You feel me? Like, we raised to the like, none of us know buses. You feel me? I hate that stuff like this gotta happen for you. Feel me? For the love to be shown and niggas be scared to show. You feel me?
And he said his baby's up there thugging. They made a big problem with that. Look, we all got our own way. Everybody talk different slang. Everybody talks different. Everybody got different ways of showing emotions and everything. We have to stop. We do. Golly, like, can we? They lost their kid. He just got out himself. Where did the compassion go? Did he say thugging? Yes. But who's stuck on what he's saying versus what they're about to do during the holidays? Times that he missed, he can't even get it back. He don't get to start new beginnings with his kids. He don't get to tell her, he don't get to say, Lily, I'm sorry for leaving you. I'm sorry for the choices I made. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. We didn't lose a child 4 days before Christmas. He's lost that and some more time with his child that he'll never see again. Why are we picking his words out? Why, instead of seeing, why did these little boys target this baby? That's what we should be focused on. Nothing more, nothing less. Why are we losing our children to gun violence? We talk about the kids being on tablets all day long. Hell, it's the safest thing right now. I'm sorry. The game systems and the tablets is the safest thing, even when they're unsafe. Where's the next set that's like these little boys that don't got a mama that give a fuck? What bushes are they in? Are they going to be in our bushes next? Where we just walk into the car innocently, packing in our groceries? Tell me. Because they so focused on what he's saying at this balloon release versus sympathizing that they just lost their 13-year-old child before Christmas. Period. She said, right, allow people to grieve in their own way. Yes, the bottom line, he loved his baby. Exactly, the story said. Yes, I called the popo on mine for stealing it when she started hanging with the wrong crowd. She started burglarizing businesses, but she was taking stupid shit at the vending machines. I get it. I, I get it. I get it, TT. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about anything. She said, I did something right because all my boys are in their 30s and still here. I have one grandson only. He's 10 now. My oldest is married. My last two don't want kids. Girl, that's what my babies be trying to say. They don't want kids. These women need to stop playing these stupid ass games and let these men step up. Yes, Leslie. No matter how he said it, his world has stood still at this very moment. Let's go, Stephanie. Her friends, she said, Candy said exactly, TT said her friends who she was falling behind was stealing key fobs and cars. Remind you, they was only 13, and yes, I let her sit in the Audi home for 2 weeks. She will be 24 next week and doing well. Okay, let's go. Good for her. That be the ones trying to make it about them, and now is not the time. Intentionally, it's wicked. I ran away a lot when I was younger, trying to be grown, but my parents was great. I was a headache. Now I'm with 5 boys and 6 grandchildren, and I have God. Let's go, Giselle. That was me. 5 kids, honey. You heard me. And 4 grandkids now. Haven't had any more problems since that incident back in like 2014, and I thank God because her bloodline is crazy as fuck on both sides. So I already kind of knew what to expect. Just amen, TT. Amen. She said, I really thank God for my silent struggles. My boys had no clue we struggled. My youngest son told me, Mom, to go to the bank and put your card in and it gives you money. But I made it work. Okay. Hey, Miss Levy. What's going on, sister? Happy 2026. I want to thank all the single moms in the chat. You women are all awesome and strong. God hear you. And y'all the best moms ever. Right. Because one thing about us black mamas, we know how to make a way out of no way. Even when the meal ain't that great, we know how to make a way out of no way. You know what I'm saying? And if we was down, it was only for a short period of time. You know what I'm saying? Just a short.
That we all need. Every last one of us, every day, And I thank God, you feel me, I just got home, you feel me, he allowed me to get here to her so I could spend, you feel me, last couple of days with her like my baby, you feel me? She's so, like she was preparing me for it, you dig? Yeah. Like I'm talking about she writing in the journal, you feel me? All kind of stuff is preparing us all for this, you feel me? So I just want to say thank you to everybody, but I want to thank my baby mama Whitney. More than anything in this world, my love. More than anything in this world, I'm talking about made me a man, you feel me? Yeah. Straight up, man. I wouldn't be who I am without you. You feel me? So
that drops Skulls link.
We just gonna keep it going like it is, baby. Jaleeyah, I love you. You know what's going on, baby. Jaleeyah, my man.
He said, if y'all listen to him, and y'all drop big homie Skulls link, please. Shout out to you, Skull. You over doing amazing. May your 2026 be blessed and prosperous. You've come so far. You come so far in the game. He said she made me the man I am. Because sometimes we'll get a man and we don't really know their background. Sometimes they'll tell us and sometimes they don't. So sometimes we raising his ass without even knowing it. In a relationship, you might be a mama to your own man and have to show him a way that he's never known because of his upbringing. You just don't know. He said out of his mouth, she taught me to be a man. So she not only mothered his kids, she was a single mother at a point because he got incarcerated. Right? But she taught him to be a man. So you can only imagine what she went through. Because that takes a lot out of a woman. You heard me? Y'all drop Skull's link too, TT, please. It takes a lot out of you when you didn't even realize why your life got such a burden on it. But I respect him for that. And it ain't about where you been. That's our problem as black people. Always trying to hold on to somebody's past. Versus what's happening to him today that he lost a child. Hey, Ruth, Happy New Year's. Thank you, Candy. But we don't want to see that in our black men. right? Because we didn't lose a child, so we want to be on the outside looking through the glass window and judging people and shit. We want to just sit back and judge everybody. We want to judge his slang. We want to, what the fuck do him going to jail got to do with him losing his daughter? Somebody answer that. What do him going to jail got to do with losing his child? It wasn't by the hands of him. His way of talking could be because all he ever known was street talk. You can take me out the hood, but you can't sometimes take the hood out of me. I still got to learn how to go in a restaurant and talk with etiquette where I'm so fucking hood. Y'all heard me up here with this cussing. I'm trying to work on that. I'm so damn hood. I got to watch how I talk because I never was taught that, like, for real. I was with my mother them, but once I got with people, they wasn't trying to teach etiquette. How to be a woman in a restaurant. To know the difference from this ain't McDonald's. This is a 5-star restaurant. And you in here cussing. And believe it or not, I still do it with my oldest daughter. Niche has a horrible habit. And I said, Niche, we out in a restaurant. Start, chill out. All that cussing. Wait till you get outside in the car. It's cool though, but just wait till you get in the car. She say, I'm sorry, mama, you right. Even when we be on the phone and I be having on speaker, it's mother. No, but then look at me. So I got to go back and work on me because I'm going to tell my daughter something she hear me do. But this ain't got nothing to do with his daughter passing away. We have to stop, man. This is crazy. This is why we'll never succeed. I don't care how much people say, oh, we need to come together. We can't even empathize and sympathize with a family without sitting back judging. Did he say thugging? And y'all heard how the daddy was talking. I'm thinking, what do I got to do with anything? Do y'all know how hard it is to lose somebody? And I could only imagine what it's like to lose a child. Again, he missed so much. I can just think how somebody really thinking, like, is this real? It's probably so many messed up thoughts going in his head as a father and everything that he just went through himself. I'm hood only with friends and family in public. I got the proper voice. I have a common name. So people used to think I was white until they saw me in person. Just say interviews went great for me. And I get that, Mama Kim. I do. But with me, I had to learn how to turn it on and off. It shows you that I didn't have good men in my life. Because a good man and a real man gonna be like, we're not doing that in here. Or you wonder why he don't like take you places, and when he tell you, you gotta accept it instead of getting all in your feelings and shit. I would love to take you out, but you just be so ghetto. Versus who the fuck you calling ghetto? Woo woo woo. It being an argument. To now, that's a whole nother thing. You're being argumentative. You always argue. He can't talk to you about nothing. He can't have a real conversation with you. Okay, I don't want that feeling of losing my child. Absolutely. Yes, I know what it's like. I lost my baby brother to brain aneurysm, and it still hurts to this day. As M said, absolutely correct. I'm just saying, it's so much we could take.
My first baby boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I keep naming. I name every last one of y'all out here right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. We love every last one of y'all. So we're just gonna keep it going like that. You know, throw the heads up, Lily. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, you can't leave without it. You can't leave without it. Love you, baby. My baby up there, so you know, release is how you gonna do it. You feel me? They say it's against the law to release them, so we're gonna break the law for the league.
That's right. And not only did this father lose Lily, they got a 14-year-old that is forever traumatized by watching her sister in her arms take her last breath with blood coming all out of her that she don't even want to wash off. So they can't just grieve Lily. They got to be protectors again over protecting this girl, her emotions, her feelings, the other siblings, their feelings, their emotions. Everything's hitting them at one time. I ain't expecting no parent to come in and say, hey guys, thank you so much for being here today. Thank you. Ain't no telling what'll come out of some people's mouth when they lose their kids. But he spoke as elegant to me as possible. He spoke to me in a normal voice. I'm not at the balloon release, or I'm not listening to this video to go, not thugging. Listen to how he talking. Like, come on. Seriously. I can see you, Miss Parker, cussing somebody out back there because I was hell nah, I'm a crybaby. Yes. We just looking at these videos now and dissecting these people with so much ignorance. It's crazy. And it's sad because they need justice. These stories are hitting our way so we can be there with this family for people that's lost children. They has more understanding for them with losing their child and can say, you're not alone. Versus judges and jurors. Child, she ain't crying at all. Did you see it? She ain't broke a tear. Oh, girl, look at the little girl. She over taking it hard. That's what we do as black people. We over there watching everybody's facial expression. Listening to everybody's word. But these comments have been crazy. I'm telling y'all.
That's right. You know what's going on. And none of that never stopped my baby. You feel me? I love all y'all. Every last one of y'all. Straight up.
Yes, Giselle.
Straight up. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? The family, man. Y'all the greatest, man.
On three, y'all, we're gonna say Merry Christmas. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas! We love you, girl. We love you, girl.
Man.
It's not the way.
Yeah, man.
More than anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if you haven't done so already, please be sure to like the video because it helps so others can see my coverage. Drop a comment and let me know what are your thoughts about this clip that you're about to hear. The alleged suspect, his father, is stating that the mother should be charged with conspiracy as it relates to the son being charged, because from his perspective, he believes that the mother enabled the son because when he had him, he said that he was good, he was working to change his life around, and you'll hear all of this. So listen to this.
I just found out one of them teenagers was my son, man. That's why I was trying to figure out who them kids were, because I had that feeling. I just found out it was my son that did that shit, man. That was with fucking boys. The same one I posted up earlier with the gun in his hand. And nobody told me shit. Nobody on his mama's side told me shit.
That's how you know her upbringing. Look at him with signs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Wanna be down like Brandy. Ain't had a good man since the bitch had sense. And I knew when he said that, he said, nobody told me on his mama's side of the family. Like, that's crazy that you gotta watch a TV and be like, could this be? We know we get feelings about our kids. You get a little nausea feeling and that baby comes to your mind. Your baby automatically comes to your mind. And she don't want to let him take care of his son because, see, she wasn't shit. And the fact that he's prospering without her because she wasn't shit when she was with him. He wasn't shit when he was with her. You heard me? Because when you ain't shit, the person you with can't be shit. You heard me? They can't be shit. If you got a filthy ass house and you laying up with a man and he walking all over crumbs, pennies, and nickels stuck to the bottom of his feet, a Cheeto between his pinky toes and shit, he ain't shit either. Because a real man, a decent man, don't want to lay in filth. You hear me? They don't want to lay in no filth. Trust me, a man looking at your bathroom, behind your toilet and some more shit. Rings around your tub and shit. He don't want to step in there, not a real one. But a nothing ass man will. If he ain't cleaned it up, he's nothing. If he stepped in to collect your dirt on top of his, he ain't shit. And she's one of them. She ain't shit. He went and elevated. It goes the same way with Romika and Carlos. She knew it wasn't too much she could do more with the toxicity that was happening. She wasn't getting nowhere with it. But black eyes and the police called every other day. You get tired. So some people move on because it might be me, but I'm moving on. So this ain't working out and it's okay. And she was bitter. Yes, she was, Candy. She was bitter. Absolutely. Cheetos, Nika, in between them toes, baby. Walking in trash. You always got trash swept up, but I hate that. Quit sweeping up piles of trash and don't pick it up. What we teaching our children then as mothers? Because I was defrosting refrigerators at 7 and cleaning our ovens. It wasn't no self-clean back then. Hands raw from the oven cleaning some more. You hear me? Little hands raw. We thought it was punishment. But it wasn't punishment. You hear me? Because what I know today, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Had to stay on my son's ass forever about being good like me. He said, I don't clean like you. I said, I don't see why you don't. Cleaning is cleaning. It ain't a specific way to clean. Cleaning is cleaning. Because I don't need no surface cleaner in my houses or nothing or around me. When I go home to Kentucky, that house be all right. It be all right now. I go there, kick my shoes off and everything. He's all right. He too damn old, but he's all right. You hear me? He's getting better and better every fucking time. He can get the fuck on, or it's gonna just be what it is in here. Thank you, Mama Kim. Thank you. Love you. Thank you. Hey, Yolandi. Happy New Year's. She said, life skills, absolutely. Betty said, my mama always taught me, don't no real man want a dirty woman or a lazy woman. You hear me? At all. Now look at the difference between the pictures. Look at his background and where she is. She in the streets with the son. She ain't at a JC Penney's taking a family picture. We ain't seen the video of her at Dave and Buster's like the father was. We don't see it. You're not. She the type rolling blunts with his ass and shit. Probably hanging with his friends and shit. Cause she wanna be liked. You could clearly see in the picture. Mm-hmm.
And he was just down here. I just had my son with me, trying to get him to do right. Go to K's ass to school, right, man. I was gonna turn him on to business and everything, but no, mama. His mama helped his ass run away and go back to Goldsboro just to catch a murder charge. And I'm telling you, I'm calling down there. His mama I should go to. His mama should go to. She used to stay in Jefferson motherfucking court. She knew that boy was out there hanging with them gangs. She knew that boy wasn't going to school. She knew that boy was out there doing that shit that he was doing, and she was allowing that shit. She was allowing it until it was about to get her ass locked up. And that's when I had to go down there and get him.
Yeah, see that truancy and shit probably caught up with her ass. And very few said a woman can't raise a man, only a man can raise a man. And I get that very few, but we got a man here that wanted to raise him. Hey, misunderstood. What's going on, Bookie Bud? Happy 2026, love. He wanted to raise him. He said it wasn't until her ass was getting ready to get locked up for the shit he was doing. Now that's one thing. I ain't gonna talk my son out of going to school, but he's getting up out of here. If he ain't getting up out of here to go to school or work, and it's the streets, he's not coming back in here. I don't care what nobody say about me. I don't. He can ruin his life. He won't ruin ours. And y'all drop Misunderstood's link for me, sisters, please. Candy, she definitely looks like it. No offense, though. You in and out of jail. What we look like in and out of jail? I was in and out of jail for nothing. Missing out on pivotal points in my kids' lives that I can't get back. And then at a certain point, we're just too damn old for the bullshit. Street Poet said he seems very willing, but doesn't seem like he is completely qualified for the job. Bless him, though. And I think he probably had some faults, Street Poet. But can we, I think we ain't perfect. And I had to learn how to parent again. As old as I was, I lost all kind of coping skills. Man, this life with my children took everything from me. I had to start over with parenting. The do's, the don'ts, the rights, the wrongs. Because I parented, when I got clean, I parented out of guilt. My kids was running all over top of me because I felt like I owed them that. I wasn't qualified at a point too, Street Poet. So I understand, as a mother, I understand where he coming from in a sense. And I ain't judging him because at least he had the right. He could have had his son with him and Lily would have been here. I think if he still had him, Lily would still be here with us and his son wouldn't be plastered all over the news and with a first-degree murder charge, is all I'm saying. You better say it. Mine's definitely going to school. She said, I bet he did not play with his daddy. That's why he ran away. Yeah. And I'm not saying the father's 100% completely right, but in this moment, when your hands be tied sometimes, this is unfortunate, but you just, Now we got the father on this side, the victim in the middle, and the mom and the son. Y'all think about this picture on the screen for just a second.
And he stayed with me for about a good 3 months before he ran away. And she come down there to come down here to come get him. Instead of telling him, no, you need to stay down there with your daddy because you down here fucking your life up. And now he's about to be in motherfucking that damn prison for life. And then she ain't even got a nerve to tell me they locked her son up. Nobody that knows me on her side called me to let me anything. Not nothing. I had to do my own digging. And then my wife pulled up. My wife went searching for me and helped me search and found the paperwork. Got him for conspiracy and murder. And that's how his mama sit there when I had him and I had in school. I finna go to auto mechanic class for summer school. I had this doing good up here. For her to brainwash his ass to go back to North Carolina to Goldsboro just to do this shit. And I told him, I said, if you go back to Goldsboro with that mentality, you're going to get that damn life up, man. I'm trying to save you from damn life up because I done been there and I done did that. I see what type of shit you on. I see where you going at. And I'm trying to save you, man. Now, like I said before, he deserved the consequences behind what he did. Because he knew it was wrong. He knew doing all that shit doing was wrong. And now he got to face the consequences. I'm just hurt it had to be my son. I'm hurt if it was anybody else's son because they should have known better. And they, you know what I'm saying? But I tried. And that's that up, man. That shit is up. Like I said, his mama name is Dom.
Dang, I wish I heard what he was saying.
She she need to be held accountable just as well.
Absolutely.
Because she allowed it to go on. She encouraged him to do all this shit that he's doing. Now I can understand if that damn she wasn't. Because if she wasn't encouraging it, then she would have made his ass stay down here. She would have never came down here on a sneak tip and had him run away and pick him up on a sneak tip and take him back to Goldsboro. If she really cared about that boy well-being and his life, she would have did that shit. That shit is.
It is, and I've been privy to a situation like that with a mother who raised her child, and how the police came in and actually took the child out because the father wanted him, and they're in a whole nother state. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, like, what are y'all cool? But I understand your hands be tied sometimes, and we talking about a black man with a past. It ain't too hard to think into what they put him through. A black man with a past, to whatever he gonna do, it's never gonna look right to the system over her funky ass. I bet she can go in there stinking and some more shit, and they passed over that smell because of his past. He said he had a feeling it was his son. I believe him. You're welcome, ladies. I wasn't looking in the chat. He gave her name. The father just keeping it real, in my opinion. He's right. OMG, this had to be hard on the dad to find out your son's a monster. but it is what it is. Said school, military, or a job. Hey, Patty Mom, what's going on? Patty Ma'am, happy 2026 to you guys. Street Poet, happy 2026 to you, but it is what it is. Happy 26 to you. So I get what Street Poet was saying too. I do. I value everybody's opinion. I do. I'm working on it. But this is hard. But I commend him because he said my son deserves this. He put himself in that position. He knew it was wrong, but he carried it out. Because a lot of parents nowadays ain't holding their kids accountable. Hey, Rhapsody, happy 2026. Street Poet said encouraging him to commit crimes is a reach, but maybe her lacking of governing her child is the only culpability she can be held accountable for the decision making all of his own. Absolutely. Absolutely. But I can't. It's either the streets of the rules in her. That's it. Streets or what's going on in here. You're going to go by these rules or the streets. And I'm going to wish my child the best of luck and worry about him every day. But I cannot let it stop how I run my house and have to take care of everything else I got going on. Because you want to go out here and make all the wrong choices and decisions. Now, when you 18, hey, make it do what it do. Hey, well out. When you 18, just get your education. Hopefully get you a job while you're here. Stack your bread up. And good luck to you. Now, I don't never just put my kids out. But by 18, the way they like to live their lifestyle, it just don't add up to what my cost of living. So my kids like, hey, we want more. Okay. What's the path for this? What we doing? Let's talk about it. What's the strategy on getting out of here and get on your own? What's the plan? They told me they plan. It worked out. I'm happy for them. She said the mom knew that she had lost control of her son. I love this father because he cares about his son no matter what he's doing. He was by his side to straighten him out. See, kids ain't scared like we was scared back then. We was some scared ass kids, wasn't we? Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Yes, sir, no, sir. Cussing around adults. Hell, sitting on their furniture. Watching TV past a certain time. Being on that telephone. Because after hours, that phone came unhooked. And that receiving part went in that room with my mother and father, shutting doors in the house. Who? Shutting doors? Just a door. Ain't no privacy in here but ours. You don't pay for privacy. What do that mean? We don't pay for privacy. Why do we got a door and we can't shut it? My daddy always told y'all don't pay for privacy in here. When you pay for privacy, you have your own. Oh, okay. I didn't party with my sons. That boy going to prison. His mother failed him. And the dad is married and he has a daughter by his wife. And he brought his son to the house and the wife was behind him. And most women don't want that mess in their homes, messing it up. And that's true too. But if my man is down with being a man, being the man that he's supposed to be for his son, I'm accepting. That be bitches' problems too. Let that man raise his child. See, they could be good stepdaddies, but we don't want them to be a father to their own. What type of shit is that? I loved and feared my parents so much that I was afraid to get into mischief. Erica, you heard me? Yes, we were. I would dare. She said, honestly, streets and home have rules. Like, don't cross the light is red. Don't point at people across the street and etc. But we all know as adolescents, rules are not meant to be broken. But that's true. Because I broke all the rules. They got broken from being unwise. Yes, I broke all the rules. I'm guilty. I'm guilty of having my mom and them have to take off work and missing days paid, going to court and shit because I was in the group home. They got me, finally found me and put me in a group home. And you don't think about your siblings at home, how it affected them paying their bills because they was workers. They didn't miss days of work. Back then, they had codes and everything, got their tissue in their pocket, they going to work. I remember coming home after midnight. My stepdaddy said, stay out there. He finally opened the door and about, SP, you heard me? Once I was out there, I knew it wasn't no coming back from that. The system got the kids brave and the parents scared to discipline. My kids grew up with, I wish you would, and I got something for that ass, okay? I remember when my auntie told her kids don't lock no doors in her house. So she took, girl, daddy did that to Rhonda. I think it was Rhonda. My mom to the entire phone cord and all. She took the door off the hinges. She told me I don't pay bills and I asked, man, swear, Mama Kim, y'all, like when the door came off the hinges, I knew shit was real in that house. And I didn't want to go by rules. But boy, did that change me. Did that affect my future? Absolutely. Me thinking I can get out there in the world and do what the fuck I want to do and want no consequences, it still affect me to this day. At age 48, I'm still affected by the choices I made. These are my consequences, though. These are my consequences.
Let's up to the fullest. Now, you know what I'm saying? The only time I spent with my son was trying to get him to
Sorry, y'all, it's swirling. I don't know if it's because of me. Let me see. Let me
get him to understand life. The only time I spent with my damn son was roughing his ass up because he still had that mentality. Now I ain't gonna never have no time with him. And she okay with that. She okay with that shit. Guarantee you she's sitting home comfortable right now. Sitting home comfortable right now. She ain't feeling guilty for shit that boy was doing.
Hold on, y'all.
And I told her something happened to my damn son. So you know what I'm saying? And I knew this type of shit was gonna go down. I knew this type of shit was gonna go down. I knew it.
And this is on Shanitra Speaks. If y'all don't mind dropping her link again, prayers for Jaleeyah Toon's family and the Johnson family. Praying for y'all. We are sending major prayers up for y'all. I'm so sorry that this happened to you. To the young men that I so lost. I don't know the words to use for these men, for these young men. Because again, the world has changed so much to where we as parents at this age, I don't want to debate with y'all over who raised kids better and who shouldn't have did what. I don't want to have a debate like that. Because I knew what I did. I know how I was raised in a 2-parent household and my parents was good parents. And it don't always be the parenting. But at the same time, in this generation, instead of figuring things out, coming up with solutions, resolutions, and encouraging words, we'll fight at each other. Well, this is what I gotta say. And I don't want to do that with y'all this year. I'm not doing it. Get what I'm saying? Because this little girl's, she gone. She gone. Somebody's baby's gone. That's where my focus is. to Jaleeyah's family. And I'm so sorry that this happened to your family. I am. I'm sorry that a walk to home turned so deadly. Because some kids woke up today and said they want to take a life. Now, see, the debate won't come when it's one of y'all kids or my kids, right? We will want the same thing. Somebody sympathizing with us, empathizing, sending prayers up. We have questions, just like they do. Why did they do this? Why was she their target? So, my God, what goes around with them right now? Their Christmas is planning a funeral. She's partying like a rock star. I broke a lot of rules. I had to pray. I had to pay the price. These children don't realize that what they do not only affects them, but the people around them. Erica said, darn it, I missed the whole story. It's okay, Erica. It's okay. Miss Parker, you are so right. I haven't been in trouble with the law at all. I only had one speeding ticket in my real life. The way my mom raised me as a single mom, I did right as an adult. I feared that woman. Thank you, Rhapsody. Appreciate you catching the replay. Happy New Year's again to y'all. I'm going out of town. I'm getting on the road tomorrow. Sunday. As I get settled through the day, I'm going to do a virtual live with you guys. If not, I'll be live on Tuesday for sure. This story that I came across is old, but it shook me. It shook me. It shook me. Because now I'm just in my mind, I'm like, why did this happen? Why do monsters do what they do? Why do people do evil things that they do? Why them? Here's my question. This is going to be about a white couple, and something that they endured was so horrific, and their story just won't leave. I just keep thinking about these two people and why these horrific things happen to them. The same way, why did this happen to Jaleeyah and so many others? Rip my baby girl. My condolences go out to her family. I hope the sister gets therapy because she'll need it. Thank you. Thank you, Samadi, Mama Kim. Yeah, I hope the sister, man, I'm so sorry. This is one of those that just to never be forgotten. Like, I don't care what happens. And this is their Christmases from here on out. This is their Christmas. But she's still y'all blessing for Christmas. She's still y'all angel for Christmas to the Toon family. Again, I'm sorry this happened to you guys. Thank you guys for the super stickers, the super chats, the memberships, the gifting the memberships and stuff like that. I appreciate you guys for all the love from last year up until this year. It's time for new adventures over here, new journeys. And we're going to get into some relationship shit because, man, we got to finish talking about Remy Ma and Papoose. It's a lot going on. And y'all know we switching lanes. Put your blinkers on there. Put your blinkers on. Put your seatbelts on in the traffic. We switching lanes. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't pay attention when you switching lanes. But I'm so excited about this, man. I'm just ready for new adventures and new beginnings with you guys and starting a new chapter. And again, I appreciate you guys. Go enjoy the rest of y'all Friday. Hell, I almost forgot what day it is. I don't feel like no Friday. For sure. It just doesn't. But I know Power comes on tonight. And then we down to 2 episodes. Oh, man. 50 Cent. Shit. Get off of Diddy for a minute and holler at me about why you doing this to us with this damn series. Shit. got me mad. But I'm excited for tonight, y'all. Everybody enjoy.
Miss Parker, the YouTube star, lighting up the screen, you know who you are. Bringing news you can use and a laugh or two. She's got the facts, the fun, and the realest view. With a voice so smooth and a smile so bright, she's shining like a beacon in the darkest night. Deep dives on the stories that really matter. She's breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. Pop in, stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard. Asking all the questions, never missing a word. Or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. She's got the news to amuse and the truth to reveal. Digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall. Fighting for justice, she's giving her all. With every upload, she's making a change. Bringing people together, no matter the range. So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Miss Parker's got the content that can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask. Uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With a laugh, a wink, and a spirit so true. Miss Parker's got the magic and she's sharing it with you. Pop in, stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an attitude strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard. Asking all the questions, never missing